When we first conceived of the Camino grant, when we first thought of the idea, it was a federal call from the Department of Education, and we literally had 3 weeks to put the grant together, 3 to 4 weeks. So there was a team of us. There was a grant writer, Kathy Bartenstein, myself, and Dean Sylvia Alba. And we thought, okay, this is a prime opportunity. What we looked at is we thought, what are our needs in the College of HHD? So we are, of course, here at Cal State Northridge, a Hispanic serving institution.
We have a strong Hispanic student base, but those numbers don't translate into the graduate level. The field of Hispanic health is growing, and so part of Camino is to provide that pathway.
As we wrote the grant, we thought, okay, we need mechanisms to reach out to our Latino students, to engage them in meaningful ways to graduate school, and to further their graduate education.
Y a los papás de los jóvenes, pues es bien importante que se sienta eso, que de querer que sus hijos se superen, que si uno no alcanzó algo, pues que ellos lo alcancen y que avancen mucho más.
As a Hispanic graduate student, I think this is a project that is really dear to my heart. I work with the peer mentor program and the mentorship, and that's when the students come into the graduate program, making sure that they have the tools that they need, that they have someone that they can look up to or that they can call in case they need anything, and they can have this throughout the program.
We also have research assistantships. CSUN is shifting now from a teaching college and a more applied university to actually a research university as well.
The purpose of the Camino Research Assistantship Program is to provide valuable paid research opportunities for Hispanic graduate students in the College of Health and Human Development. As research coordinator for Camino, I've developed a training curriculum that will improve the success of Hispanic graduate students at Cal State Northridge.
And so they said, well, you'd be surprised. We're not looking for the experience because we know you're a student. That's what we want to give you. We want to give you the experience. What we're looking for is, do you have interest in it? I think what I appreciated from the interview was that they didn't just tell me the openings they had and the projects that were opened. They asked me what my interest was. And so in the fall, I'm going to be working as a research assistant with this faculty member, and I'm really excited about it.
So my department is conducting research on training while walking for elderly adults, and we're seeing how they're turning and how much force they're putting onto the ground, so that we can identify like what's going on between people who are falling and who are not falling.
By participating in Camino or any type of research, these students get to really participate hands-on, which is an invaluable resource. Every student that I have worked with thus far has really appreciated the opportunity to do it. At times it's stressful, but that's the nature of the beast, and they really come out feeling more empowered and have a better understanding of what research is.
Another event that Camino had that I really enjoyed was the Thesis Talks event. I'm a teacher here at CSUN, and then I also a personal trainer of the SRC, so I'm used to like interactions, one-on-one, small group, the classroom setting, but I haven't had the opportunity to speak to a large auditorium before. It was a little nerve-wracking, but at the same time I got a lot out of it. So I've actually been able to use that video to send to jobs to show them that I can speak to large audiences, that I've been able to enhance my own public speaking skills, just to be able to see myself on camera and to see what areas I may be lacking, what I'm really good at, you know, really enhance my strengths and then just work on my weaknesses.
We just recently attended an NIH conference, which provided students with opportunities to understand what research is really about and how there's careers that aren't solely working in the field.
That was a game changer because we were able to see at that moment how everything relates to what we're looking for.
And I really like that event because I feel like that one really allowed me to network with those people that are the step above me. And with that, I was able to get a lot of contact information, get to see the steps that it takes to get to their level.
Networking, it really is. I studied something that I call the 3 N's, which is network, network, and network. As simple as that, because that's what's going to get you in, which in turn can eventually lead to maybe a job opportunity and maybe a collaboration in some type of project.
So one of the overarching goals of the Camino grant is to expand the number of ethnically diverse healthcare professionals. And myself and several faculty here at CSUN have been charged with the role of expanding the graduate curriculum to better prepare our graduates to have the knowledge and skills needed to work in healthcare fields where we expect there to be an increase in demand. One of those fields is lactation. And because of the Affordable Care Act, which requires health insurance companies to provide all pregnant and postpartum women with breastfeeding education, I developed a lactation education course, which will prepare graduates to integrate lactation education into their future healthcare career. Students who complete the course will get a certificate of course completion, and that enables them to call themselves certificated lactation educators. With their graduate degree from CSUN and this specialized training, they will be more marketable and have a competitive advantage in the field.
The Dean of Humanities, Dr. Elizabeth Say, and the College of Humanities is cross-collaborating with the College of HHD in supporting curriculum and cultural competency and their faculty members. For example, language can be a barrier in connecting and communicating with a certain population. Currently, we are creating a class in Spanish for the health professions. Also, understanding the culture greatly helps in understanding taboo topics, for example, many of which can arise in the context of the health professions. For instance, sexuality, gender, human development, bodily functions, and illnesses. This cross-collaboration will provide opportunities not only to the future of the health workforce via HHD, but also to a multitude of disciplines we are professionally preparing students for.
I'm very excited to be considered the Organizational Skills Advisor, whereby I am the co-chair of our Holistic Admissions Task Force. Our goal is to develop an application process that looks more holistically at the student, what backgrounds they come from, and what they've been able to do to achieve where they are currently, and their potential for the future. The other thing that I am is the Leadership Competencies Coordinator for the grant. And here I'm involved in a speaker series. We bring in a number of high-profile Latina leaders that are working in healthcare currently and give our students a good understanding of what the field is. This last year we had Dr. Frank Alvarez, who's the Health Department Area Coordinator for the Department of Health Services of LA County. And now because of that relationship that we created, he's actually going to be teaching a class in our Department of Health Sciences that is going to be a requirement for all of our majors.
Being a graduate student, I feel that the first thing that anybody needs to do when they want to get involved is reach out to faculty, reach out to your peers or to the people that are involved in the program and just let them know that you're interested.
Camino is their intent is to prepare us to really excel within our own potential.
Get involved. Find out what Camino has to offer. You'd be surprised as to all the opportunities and all the projects that they're putting together for students to gain valuable experience.
So just research it, go for it if you think you might be able to benefit from it.
Attend the events and connect with students who are part of the program. Social connections are a huge part of getting ahead in any field.
What kind of events are up to date, what is current, what's happening in the field. And the best way to know about it is following us on Facebook, see when the events are taking place and what's happening. Not only events, but also we have important information.
I think what's fantastic about Camino is it provides the resources and infrastructure for graduate students to not only be engaged and be connected to their graduate programs in a meaningful way, it also gives them the skills and resources to succeed.
Camino is a path to help you to succeed in a master's program that is health-related. Camino is a program that it was developed specifically for you. If you are an underrepresented student in a master's program in the College of Health and Human Development, Camino was created having you in mind. So go for it. Think of Camino. Thank you.